The Pavinci children walk up to Professor Kirk's door to visit. Hello, children. I'm so glad that you could visit. Come in, come in. Make yourselves at home. There's plenty of it to go around. Due to the rain, the children decided to explore indoors. In her exploration, Lucy, one of the 4 children, found a wardrobe and decided to climb on in. When Lucy came through the wardrobe, she came upon a forest where she met a fawn. Are you a daughter of Eve?
Well, I'm a girl, of course.
Well, it's nice to meet you. My name is Mr. Tumnus. Come, let's have tea. Come now, come. So, what brings you to Narnia?
I just found this wardrobe. Fawn, what is wrong? What's wrong?
It's just that I have tricked you. I've been hired by the White Witch to take all humans I find to her. You must go. You must go now. I'll walk you to the lamppost. We must go. Come, we must go. Now go, Lucy, go. We must leave now. After Lucy came into the real world, she immediately tried to convince her siblings that there was another world, Narnia, on the other side.
You guys, there's another world on the other side of the wardrobe.
We don't believe you.
Later, Edmund decided to check out the wardrobe for himself.
And so, Edmund found Narnia and began exploring. In Edmund's exploration, he came upon a witch.
Come, child, come into my carriage. Would you like some Turkish delight?
Turkish delight? Why, yes.
So, child, do you have any siblings?
Yes, Peter, Lucy, and Susan.
You must bring them to me. If you do, you will rule over all of them. Now go!
Oh, Edmund! I'm so glad you made it in!
Suppose you were right about this whole wardrobe thing.
I just got done talking to Mr. Tumnus. We were discussing how horrible that White Witch is.
Who's the White Witch?
She's a terrible person that put a curse over the entire land. Now come, we must tell the others. I can't wait to tell them everything.
Edmund then began to feel terrible. He knew that he had just sided with the witch, and he would also have to admit Lucy was right about the wardrobe.
Eventually, all 4 children went inside the realm in the wardrobe called Narnia. While there, they encountered 2 friendly beavers, namely Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. While having dinner with them, the beavers told them a prophecy.
The witch's power will fall when 2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve fill the 4 thrones at Cair Paravel. Our true king of past times, the lion Aslan, is once more active and on the move again.
After hearing this, Edmund snuck out to the queen. After finding this out, the beavers had a plan in mind for the children.
We must go to Aslan. With your brother sided with the witch, we must prepare to fight this witch.
The children are visited by Father Christmas. As gifts, Peter receives a sword and shield, Susan a horn and bow, Lucy a vial of magical healing liquid, Mrs. Beaver a sewing machine, and Mr. Beaver's dam that she had been working on was finally finished.
The children met up with Aslan's army, ready to fight the witch. I'm so glad you have sided with us, children. But soon, the witch approached with a proposition for Aslan.
Now that I see that Edmund has sided with you, according to deep magic from the dawn of time, I have the right to execute Edmund as a traitor.
Let us speak in private.
Later, in private,
Take my life instead! And so, Aslan snuck out later that night to be sacrificed in place of Edmund. But he was followed by Lucy and Susan. Later at the sacrifice, the witch killed Aslan with a knife. But the following morning, Aslan was brought back to life.
Oh, Aslan, you're alive! Aslan and the girls went to the White Witch's castle so Aslan could bring the petrified beings there to life with his breath. Peter and Edmund fought a final battle with the witch and her army, Edmund having changing his mind and deciding to fight for good.
Peter, what are we gonna do? This battle is lost. There's no hope against the witch and her army. Look! Reinforcements from Aslan!
Aslan killed the witch, and with his reinforcements, righteousness won.
After the battle, all the children, Peter, Lucy, Susan, and Edmund, were crowned. Years later, while hunting for a white stag, the children, now adults that ruled Narnia, came across a lamppost that seemed familiar. As they went towards it, branches turned into coats, and they ended up in the professor's house once more, as they began children.
We're children again!
And we're at the professor's! I can't hear it.
God!
Your siblings.
Yes. Lucy, Susan, and Peter.
You must bring them to Narnia. Any siblings? So, Charlie, do you have any siblings? Stop messing it up! So, child, do you have any siblings?
Why, yes. Peter, Lucy, and Susan.
You must bring them to me. If you do, you will rule all over all. You must bring them to Narnia. If you do, you shut up! We did it!
What was that? But soon, the witch approached with a proposition for us. But soon, the witch... But soon, the witch approached with a proposition...
Now that I see that Edmund has sided with you. What the heck? Now that I see that Edmund has sided with you. What the heck? Now that I see that Edmund has sided with you. According
Aslan killed the witch, and with his reinforcements, righteousness was